We're on it. We're on it.
Thank you. Because I really don't want him to go back to Australia. He should stay in Glasgow. Thank you.
Difficult to describe the anxiety of going after somebody who in their set said when a love poem fails, it fails hard with a series of love poems. Yeah. If I'm going to go out with a bang. This one, the last one I did was called People Make Glasgow. This one is called Glasgow Makes People. It's mostly poetry with a bit of performance art, in the sense that the performance art is I have to try and get through this without ending up a big mess, because when I cry I look like a lemon meringue that's been dropped on the floor. So I'll just get right into it. Brave, stark, beautiful Glasgow, a city that I've come to know. A city built on characters, on people bold and strange, all expertly arranged. And here's a list of some of my favourites. 1. I know a gentle giant with dinner plate hands and a voice that echoes as if deep within a cave. He's carved in the side of a mountain. He's an augmented vision of first-person adventures, exploring the cosmos in digital high gloss and breaking for dinner, then dinner again. Always he works himself down to the bone, reaping the fruits of the labours he's sown. From harsh and barren a nest he has flown and landed on solid ground. 2. Bursting full of mac and cheese, fried pork knuckle, roasted breeze, capers, saffron, pumpkin seeds and stored away black pudding. There's a man of salt and stone, a gannet wrangling island boy, an artist with a griddle pan while wrapped in sterling silver. Animated fireworks, explosions spilling across a screen of deep black and binding white, quenching a thirst for story. He's a clockwork mind and eyes that bore, in constant exhumation of underlying motivation, a hand on the pulse, an ear to the ground, and infinite time to give. 3. Here is a man at home in the snow, a human blizzard in a hypercolour tracksuit, backlit by a chalet and a roaring fire. Atop a mountain, yodeling, air. He bides his time and plays with language like a sculptor, producing bangers of alarming clarity, spoken with fierce alacrity, all while crossing his legs, but only at the wet knees. 4. From a pool of hot peroxide was birthed a little man, a charismatic garden gnome, a charming, handsome character who's thrown off his pH balance with a life worth of bath bombs. Heart of gold and a caustic anus, holds himself as though he's famous, plotting schemes so surely heinous, but only with good intentions. An undiscovered pop sensation, in a state of transformation, blue to brown enucleation, constant upwards machination, a meticulous self-recreation, cycling ever onwards. More zest than a lemon from his Zealy 6 to 11 and brightens every room he's in like a Roman candle in a glass house. 5. There is a man with a mile-long smile, a coiled spring of potential energy, potentially crying for release and attention. A man of crystal healing, of indulging every feeling, of comfort in revealing, stripping back and pouring out. Living on a stage, building a character and taking the time to research the role. He coughs up sunlight and laughs his punctuation, so every phrase, no matter the weight, starts and ends with joy. 6. There is an islander, a flashing light, a consolidation of the cast of cats, twisting, flinching, dropping, locking, popping, spinning, turning, a forever dancing love child, a quiet beast of northern wild, throwing sleep into the wind and gas into the atmosphere, slaving away for hours monolithic, casting his heart to the Asia-Pacific, a dreamer in pastel and neon lamps with his pockets full of coffee grounds. 7. There is a sandpaper woman, a glittering pillar of fine broken glass, an urbanite witch, so culturally rich and driven in one clear direction. With an arsonist smile and a strongly drawn wing, charcoal dust circulating within, she gives you her thoughts like a slap in the face, has no reservation in showing your face, a thundercloud brewing in layers of lace, and a perfect angular contour. 8. Here is a Catalonian child of the moon, a passionate arboreal enigma, perpetually caked in mud, always moving underwater, swimming on land and swallowing pine needles. He cries to his horse for a justice beyond comprehension, to end to corruption, for a gentle consumption, for love in every exchange. Kissing with a mouthful of greenery, living for uncharted scenery, spilling from every container he holds or that holds him or tries to inside. 9. I know a woman an orange peel, a gift box full of bees, a woodland sprite, a summer's night, an oxidizing dynamite, a fire burning in her eyes when she hears you've broken your leg. A laugh that rings around your ears, a Tibetan singing bowl. Sees her life as a spiral staircase, inky black and midnight blue. Dramatic shadows, open spaces, candlelight and warm embraces. Built herself an empire out of earthenware and pot plants. And she beckons you into the fold as she cries out, "Lovely boys." 10. A gentlefolk inside a crawl space wins an intellectual arms race by waiting patient, taking notes and hearing conversations. Content in quiet reservation, deep in thoughtful contemplation, giving only what's required, modest contribution and lightning wit. Only drawn in blurred lines, building classic diva shrines, a wicked love of Schadenfreude and humour dark as the void. Speaking less, saying more, smiling wryly from the corner, a glint in their eye that could light up a village or flash burn a dinner party before dessert is out. 11. Here is a Sunday morning Lazarus, an irradiated biohazardous smallpox-bearing man of many faces. A TripAdvisor's nightmare, storm-surging trollop in a Carmen Miranda, explosive banana, headdress defying logic, physics and taste. He's a fork-tongued sinner with a whip-crack mind and an Ursulaesque laugh that bellows deep from the sea. Cloaked only in prestige and years' worth of listening, he holds his friends close, for his most prized possession of the entire collection is an evening of shite chat and the value of time. 12. I know a man, a ball of yarn, a tangled unravelling pile of wool, a twisted thing, a mess of string, an amber earthen source of warmth. Defined by contradiction, a massive predilection, a perpetual consumption of cocaine and camembert, starting fires, pitching tents, hand-me-downs to wear and tear, riding sheep and burning pheasants, getting softest blues from the Scottish Highlands and bag of nettles from a traffic island to brew a broth of deep roots and rock salt, a deep-rooted, rock-salted, salt-of-the-earth child with arms that stretch for miles when they find their way around you. 13. Warm and tender, sharply rendered, here is a digital native. Vignettes up to number 3, contrast up to number 5, a filter keeping dreams alive in an archive of high resolution. A gentleman of distinction with a trash pop addiction and a supernatural handle on shape and form and colour. He's a rosé on tap and an insatiable hunger, a thirst for knowledge that crackles and thunders under the still veneer of a quiet man. A heart that beats in binary, a body held in finery with wires for veins but human skin and soft hands, and no natural aptitude for knowing how much spice to put in a soup. 14. There is a woman whose love of country knows no human bounds. She exhales crumbs of Scottish tablet and dug her voice into a ballad. She sings her truth loud and clear and slightly out of time. David Cameron can't stamp her dreams. Jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. Old maid Madeline's probably dead and her parents definitely killed her. Her eyes are hers, always rising, sometimes rolling, attention grabbing and controlling, walking the line in 6-inch heels, doing whatever the fuck she feels, emitting light and gifting warmth and rapping pish whenever and whenever it should fall. That's what Glasgow gave me. A motley crew of characters, a gift I can't repay. A moment burnt upon my palms, those who gave me open arms, and I'll carry all them with me now, wherever I should stray. Thank you.